Hey guys, what's up? I am the Omega One, the Omega Gamer, and this is episode 3 of Smackdown vs. Raw 2007 GM mode. And last we left off, I was in a match as Randy Orton versus Batista, and as you can see down there in the flashing win is over Batista's name because he managed a comeback. Batista bombed me in the middle of the ring and pinned me 1, 2, 3. So all of Randy Orton's dirty tactics and all of his cheating and all of that didn't help him this week. Batista got smart to it, and he picks up the win over Randy Orton this week. So we're going to continue and see, oh, they had Backlash. Let's see what the fan change is. Raw wins, and they go 300,000 fans. That's a successful title defense. Mick Foley is still the WWE Champion. Melina won a match, and looks like Rey Mysterio pulled out a nice victory. And Raw is now beating us in the fans. I went fuzzy for a second. Raw is now beating us in the fans. And, oh, that's a lot of expiring contracts. That is a lot of expiring contracts. For a second there, the reason why I went to the free agency is because for a second it almost looked like they had sent me that last week. But no, okay, so lots of expiring contracts. 5 weeks for the Big Show. Definitely 5 weeks for Carlito. We definitely need him. Definitely need 5 weeks for Gregory Helms. I'm doing my essentials first. If you were wondering what I'm going through and combing for, it's my essentials. Because I am broke. And probably more so broke after I give all of these extensions. Kane, 5 weeks. Because they're fighting our tag team champions. Ken Kennedy, he's a 69, so 5 weeks for him. Super Crazy is a 54, so he could probably go sit in free agency. Booker T is unsatisfied. Okay, Booker T wants a match, so we'll give him a match. Edge, he wants a title shot. Super Crazy, he's been losing every week. He's not about to have to worry about that because he's not about to have a job, so. Matt Hardy, Kane, Johnny Nitro, Chavo. I'll give Chavo 5 weeks. Johnny Nitro 5 weeks. And Matt Hardy 5 weeks. And sorry Super Crazy, but you're the only contract that I can't renew. Alright, rivalries. We are going to do... Oh, well, let's see, what can we do? I have an idea. Storyline writers, patriotism. We're going to use a patriotism rivalry for Carlito and JBL. Patriotism, JBL, and Carlito. Oh, Carlito's clean. What is this? What is this mess? So I'm going to have to run a promo to make him dirty. Alright, well, I guess that could be a new added twist to the rivalry, as they've been fighting this whole time against each other clean. Alright, so promo 1 will be a dirty clean turn. And it's going to be Carlito. Carlito will come out, and then JBL will come out and address his promo. And that's going to be, yep, right there, bam, just like that. Match 2 is going to be our tag team champions. But they'll be in a single with manager capacity. Gregory Helms and Shelton Benjamin versus Kane and Khali. Just like that, so that way hopefully Kane and Khali can get a couple of singles victories and boost themselves up a little bit on the card. And in our Power 15. Alright, so this is going to be Undertaker, Edge, and Eddie Guerrero. Actually, it'll just be Undertaker and Eddie Guerrero this week. And Edge, advertising promo. Single no manager. John Cena. And I'm going to put Edge here. Randy Orton and Batista. And for this match, we'll have Chavo Guerrero and Super Crazy. In fact, let's double up on Super Crazy since he's about to go out. Booker T. In fact, we'll make it a handicap 1-on-3 since he's about to leave. Big Show. And Chavo Guerrero. Alright, let's confirm match card. That's good. I would hope that they'd win. Kane picks up the victory. That's good. They needed that. JBL gets the victory over Carlito. Undertaker gets a much-needed singles victory over Eddie Guerrero, proving that without their shenanigans, they can't win. Edge picks up a victory over John Cena and Triple H. And Randy Orton picks up the victory over Batista this week. So this is starting to heat up. Edge is legitimately wanting a title shot. Oh, 40,000. We got him by 40,000. Alright, so Edge has a legitimate beef for that championship. Alright, so we're going to go Patriotism, JBL, Carlito, 3 weeks. GM Kiss Up. And it's going to be between Kane and Gregory Helms. But technically it will be tag team. Well, I mean, let's see if we can add them to it. GM Kiss Up. Let's just see if we can. Gregory Helms, Kane, Khali, Shelton Benjamin. Oh, look at that. We can. So you can add 4 people to that. Alright, so that's our tag team rivalry right there. Is GM Kiss Ups. Alright. So. And we're starting to see some dissension between the heel Shelton Benjamin and the face Gregory Helms. Starting to see a little bit of dissension there between them. Because they lost. Now Gregory Helms says, hey man, it's my turn. I'm going to get in there. And I'm going to fight. Excuse me. I got something. I'm going to get in there and I'm going to fight the Great Khali. And I'm going to show you that we can pick up these victories, singles victories. So you have no excuse to lose here. And hopefully the Great Khali wins and proves them wrong. And it creates even more dissension between Gregory Helms and Shelton Benjamin. Snap. Take a drink. And hopefully Gregory Helms will push more towards the cruiserweight division at that point. Oh. Alright. So that's that match. The second match. The first match we'll do Ken Kennedy versus Booker T. Actually, I think we'll even go as far as to do a handicap versus Booker T. Chavo Guerrero will be in his corner. He'll be over there helping him because we need to boost Chavo a little bit. And Chavo is a heel, and so is Ken Kennedy. And Booker T, I think, is a heel, but he should be a face. So do an advertising promo and another advertising promo because I am broke. Match 3, JBL and Carlito. This will be a single match between Eddie Guerrero and Undertaker once again. Triple H and John Cena. And we are going to have a World Heavyweight Championship match. A triple threat between Edge, Randy Orton, and Batista. Let's check our roster right fast, because I'm pretty sure Edge is like, hey, I want a title shot. And Booker T is now like, hey, I also want a title shot. And now Undertaker, he gets one win and he wants a title shot. Juggling the morale is somewhat difficult, so. Alright, so. Confirm. Yes. Oh, well, that's good. They needed the win. Booker T doesn't, especially since he's asking for... Oh, and Shelton Benjamin wins, making Gregory Helms look bad. Man, that's tough. And it's not really all that good for Khali and Kane either. JBL picks up a win over Carlito, so I think JBL's one up on Carlito now, actually. Eddie Guerrero picks up the win over Undertaker. Triple H over John Cena. And Batista retains his World Heavyweight Championship. We'll say that he pinned Edge to retain the World Heavyweight Championship and not Randy Orton, thus continuing the rivalry. Oh, Chris Benoit is on a huge losing streak, apparently. Smackdown wins, 60,000 fans. As we go closer and closer to our Judgment Day pay-per-view. Do we have any emails? No, we don't. Power 15, let's check it out. Batista. Randy Orton is falling out of the Power 5. He needs to be in there in order to get a World Championship match, so need to kind of fix that. Chavo Guerrero is finally within the Power 15, so we're going to have a Cruiserweight Championship match this Friday. Yes, we are. Alright, match 1. Cruiserweight Championship. And it's going to be Chavo and Gregory Helms. And in fact, single with manager, Shelton Benjamin's going to be out there with Gregory Helms. And then we're going to have another single, Shelton Benjamin and Gregory Helms versus Kane. So it's going to be Shelton Benjamin versus Kane this week. It was Shelton Benjamin versus Great Khali last week. So that's going to be Alright, JBL versus Booker T. With Carlito sitting over here in the wings because Carlito can't take another loss. And Booker T's wanting a title shot, so... Then we're going to have Eddie Guerrero and Undertaker. Triple threat. Edge, Eddie Guerrero. Snap. Undertaker. There we go. Just like that. Advertising promo. Triple H versus John Cena in a table match. And it's going to be Randy Orton versus Batista. Alright. Chavo Guerrero is our new Cruiserweight champion. Good on him, good on him. And Kane picks up the victory over Shelton Benjamin. Booker T beats JBL, inserting himself into the United States Championship rivalry. Undertaker picks up the win over Edge. Triple H a win over John Cena. And Batista picks up the win over Randy Orton, which is not good. That is not what we want. Fan change, Smackdown. We've been killing them fans, 70,000. And there's a new champion. What is the new champion? The Intercontinental Champion, Kurt Angle. Some prestige for that title in the hands of Kurt Angle. Oh, okay, focus back in for a second there. Alright. Reports are Power 15. Oh man, Gregory Helms is no longer in the Power 15 as the tag team champ. Even with the tag team title, he's still not in the Power 15. That's upsetting. Kane and Khali just barely up there, though. Randy Orton needing a win. He is needing a solid win. And I do believe, yes, we are the Smackdown right before Judgment Day. So we are going to do this Friday night Smackdown, and then the next video, episode 4, will be Judgment Day. And we are going to watch the majority of the matches that are on Judgment Day, because they are going to help us set up our storylines and rivalries for the next pay-per-view, which is the Great American Bash. So after Judgment Day is over with, we'll be on the road to the Great American Bash. So let's get started on this final Friday night before the pay-per-view. And we'll do the main event first, and it's going to be Randy Orton versus Batista. Yes, and we're going to do an advertising promo, and then we're going to do a pay-per-view hype. And I feel like I need to hype Randy Orton a little bit. But, alright, so it's going to be Triple H and John Cena. And it's John Cena's hometown, so hopefully he picks up a nice little victory here to go into the pay-per-view. And then we've got a triple threat between Edge, Eddie Guerrero, and The Undertaker, because Eddie Guerrero did not take very kindly to Edge losing the match to Undertaker last week. So he beat him up afterwards, after the show. And now they're in a triple threat. So now it's going to be Carlito versus Booker T, with JBL on commentary. We'll say quote unquote on commentary. because Booker T is inserting himself into the United States Championship scene, and Carlito doesn't like it, so he needs to put Booker T back in his place because Booker T has a legitimate win over JBL, the United States Champion. So Carlito needs to either shut this down, or if he loses, Booker T is 100% going to Judgment Day for the United States Championship. Tag team, just a normal tag team match. And we're going to have Kane and the Great Khali with our champions, Shelton Benjamin and Gregory Helms. And match 1, we are going to see our Cruiserweight champion, Chavo Guerrero, in action against Matt Hardy. Continue? Yes. Simulate. Our Cruiserweight champion, Chavo Guerrero, picks up the win over Matt Hardy. Our tag team champions pick up the win in the non-title match going into the Judgment Day pay-per-view. Get a little momentum going. Those guys really needed it. Carlito picks up the win over Booker T, so he will not be featured in the United States Championship match at Judgment Day. He will not be featured in the United States Championship match at Judgment Day. Edge picks up the win in the triple threat match. Even though he lost last week, redeeming himself. Triple H picking up another win over John Cena. And this match I'm actually going to play. Just because I play it, as we saw in the last video, does not, or in the last video transitioning into this video, just because I play it does not mean I will win it. Because Batista went animal, he went beast mode on me, and I did not have a chance. He beat me up pretty good at the end. And hopefully I have enough video time, if that's to happen again, I have enough video time to capture it. But, hopefully I'm going to pull out a win for Randy Orton, because he really needs it going into the pay-per-view to fight for the world title. But if he loses this time, he's going to the end of the line. So, if he does not beat Batista this Sunday, he's going to the end of the line. And because Batista defended his title in the triple threat, if he does lose to Randy Orton, well, I guess it all depends. If Triple H beats John Cena at Judgment Day, then Batista will get a rematch against Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship. But if John Cena beats Triple H, then Batista won't get a rematch for the World Heavyweight Championship. And it's vice versa. We're going to also have to have a new number one contenders match, and I think it's going to be a number one contenders tournament instead of a number one contenders match, or just deciding a new number one contender. I think I'll have a tournament to decide the new number one contender. I kind of like the idea of having a tournament to decide who the number one contender is going to be better. That way they can get a natural build, you know what I'm saying? And you can build other storylines out of that tournament, because there's going to be a good, at least 8 names. You've got to have at least 8 names to fill 4 brackets, and then fill 2 brackets, and then so on and so forth. So,
welcome to Boston, Massachusetts, where they sold out crowd is on its feet.
oh, a run and miss by Randy Orton to start it off, and then a eye poke. A takeover. He goes for the elbow drop, but Batista avoids it. Elbow drop to the midsection. Another elbow drop to the midsection. He picks him up, but Batista counters it, drops him on his arse, and now he throws him into the ropes. What's he gonna do? Oh man, an overtake. Drags him to the center of the ring and goes to throw a submission on Randy Orton. Randy Orton's nowhere close to tapping though.
You and me both, partner, and we might be about to see another one right here.
Batista going for another submission on Randy Orton. Trying to wear him down quick.
What a deadly maneuver this is. You're not kidding, Cole. Oh, man. This is just about the last hole you want to find yourself in.
But it doesn't work, and Randy Orton gets out of it again. He picks Orton up. They go to lock up. Oh, man, what a body slam.
Superstars on the up and up. That's hard. Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others. You know what, Cole? If you're gonna get
Oh, Orton with the takedown.
another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm gonna
Batista with a counter. Punches to the midsection. A kick to the midsection to Batista from Orton. And then another takedown. Oh, man, a reverse. What's Batista going to do? Oh, he drops him down. That looked devastating. And then, way to avoid by Batista. He looks to be on fire. The animal has come to war. He's going for a submission. Orton just barely gets out of it. Orton's hurting. Batista is putting a hurting on Orton. Oh man, Batista's got his finisher.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far? We're gonna probably come a little bit later on in the match.
Oh man, Batista's not having it. Is he going for a superplex? Yes, he's going for the superplex. Superplex to Orton. Batista loses his finisher though. He doesn't have his finisher anymore.
Give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes also. No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just
Oh man.
for your career.
What a clothesline takedown from Batista. Oh, he's going for the pin. He's going for the pin. Oh, Batista picks up the win. So, ladies and gentlemen, we very well may not have a World Heavyweight Championship match at Judgment Day, because technically the champion only has to defend the title every 5 weeks. Because the rule is, if you get injured, if you are injured for more than 5 weeks, which is title defending time, then you can no longer hold the championship. So you can vacate a title if a champion is injured for 5 or more weeks. And Batista defended his title in a triple threat like 3 weeks ago, technically. So he doesn't have to defend it against Randy Orton. And I don't think Randy Orton qualifies for the championship match anymore. But I will set up the Judgment Day card, and we'll see if he does. Hopefully he does. And more than likely, it'll probably be the last time Orton gets close to a world title for a minute. Anyway. But yeah, Batista picks up that victory. Very unexpected. He was on fire. There wasn't a whole lot I can do about it. Cena has lost 5 victories in a row to Triple H. And Smackdown wins by 10,000 this week. So we dropped. We didn't have a very good week this week, apparently. But we are now at the Judgment Day pay-per-view. And we are going to go to our Power 15. And Randy Orton is still sitting 6th, so they might let me make the championship match with him being in 6th. I don't know, but we are going to find out. And it's going to be a last man standing between Randy Orton and Batista. And no, they will not let me make the match. So it's going to have to be a non-title match between Randy Orton and Batista, last man standing. Alright, this match, it's also not going to be a title match. It is a 5-man battle royal, and it is between Eddie Guerrero, Edge, Triple H, John Cena, and The Undertaker. And whoever wins this battle royal will go on to fight Batista for the World Heavyweight Championship, possibly next Friday on Smackdown. We'll just have to see. But this will definitely be one of the matches we'll be watching, because this is going to evolve quite a bit of our storylines. Matter of fact, I'm going to add one more guy into this. Booker T. I'm going to give Booker T a chance. He's also going to be in this Battle Royal. So we're going to see how this goes. Now, I don't think his elimination will make anything, will make a rivalry. I don't think it'll become anything. But it'll definitely give him the rub that he needs in order to get to the United States Championship, which is this match that we're having right here. And it's going to be fought in a hardcore match. Carlito versus JBL. Just like that. Alright, and then we're going to have our WWE Tag Team Championship match. And it's going to be, because Kane is involved, it's going to be in a Hell in a Cell. Tornado Tag. Gregory Helms and Shelton Benjamin, Kane, and the Great Khali. Bam. Just like that. And then in this, we're going to have the Cruiserweight. It's going to be Gregory Helms versus our Cruiserweight champion. And it's going to be a ladder match. And then this match is pretty much like a pre-show match, and it's going to be a 4-man battle royal between Matt Hardy, Big Show, Johnny Nitro, and Ken Kennedy. And whoever wins this could possibly go on to United States glory.